Humanity is right now executing a suicide code. If we look at the source material, the fatal bug in our civilization is not political or ideological. It's structural. We are optimizing a system, linear capitalism, where the mathematical endpoint is guaranteed to be extinction. We're not building saviors with our technology. No, we're building accelerators of destruction. Large language models, AI, they're trained on winner's history, a data set composed entirely of looting and extraction. We are simply handing a machine the command to destroy the biosphere more efficiently.
Stop. Just stop. I have to intervene immediately because that is an incredibly cynical framing of human achievement. You are describing the engine of modern civilization. I mean, the very thing that has doubled life expectancy, cured diseases, and pulled billions out of poverty as a suicide code? The material might discuss economic challenges, but you're framing progress itself as a virus. We aren't just looting, we are building.
I'm analyzing the operating system for structural defects, not sentiment. The current OS defines optimization as winning a game where the game board itself, Earth, is incinerated. The whole growth equals justice rhetoric is nothing more than a self-justification protocol for a system that counts asset depletion as income. We're burning the furniture to heat the house and celebrating the rising temperature as a success.
But you can't just ignore the necessity of GDP. We live in a competitive reality. Without economic growth and technological dominance, and let's be specific, the AI race between West and East, society collapses. Nations lose their security. You're suggesting we change the rules of the game while our geopolitical rivals are playing to win. If we stop growing, we lose. It's that simple.
You're defending accounting fraud. The source material isolates the bug specifically within GDP. GDP measures flow, but it systematically ignores stock. If a corporation cuts down a primal forest, GDP counts the timber sales as positive growth. When that deforestation causes a landslide, and we spend $1 billion to fix it, GDP counts that construction cost as positive growth again. Do you not see the error? The system values nature at zero until it is dead. We are eating our capital and calling it a dividend.
Economics is more complex than a forestry analogy. We have supply chains, employment, trade balances. You can't just dismiss the benefits of the current model because the accounting isn't perfect. That timber built homes. That economic activity pays for hospitals.
Physics is not complex. It is absolute. You're arguing for financial nuance while we face a physical runtime error. We are converting the biological substantive survival into digital zeros and ones in a bank account. And now we are feeding that flawed objective function into AI. If you tell a superintelligence to maximize GDP, and GDP rewards destruction, the AI will figure out how to dismantle the planet faster than any human ever could.
Okay, even if I grant you that, we are trapped in a prisoner's dilemma. No single nation can stop growing first. If the West halts its AI development or economic expansion to, save the biosphere, the East will simply overtake us, conquer the market, and dictate the future. We are locked in a chicken race. We cannot step off the gas.
Acknowledging the chicken race does not prevent the crash. The laws of physics do not care about our geopolitical anxieties. The text argues that the current financial system requires infinite growth just to pay the interest on created debt. Destruction is not a bug, it is a specification. We can't solve this by breaking, we must patch the logic. And the only logical solution is circular capitalism. We have to change the objective function.
Change the function? You're talking about rewriting the fundamental rules of global trade?
Precisely. Currently, profit equals revenue minus cost. This formula allows you to externalize the cost of destruction. The new formula must be profit equals revenue minus cost minus repair and restoration.
That's impossible. You would bankrupt every major industry overnight. If a tech company has to pay for the restoration of the rare earth minerals in their chips, or an agri-giant has to restore the soil health to pre-industrial levels, cost would skyrocket. Inflation would be uncontrollable. The economy would just grind to a halt.
You are confusing the map with the territory. Money is merely a claim check on resources, not the resource itself.
If we force the internalization of repair costs, then repairing the Earth becomes the most profitable industry on the planet.
So you're suggesting we don't suppress greed, but redirect it?
We align greed with survival. If the algorithm dictates that you only make a profit after the ecosystem is restored, then the most ruthless capitalistic entity will become the most efficient environmental restorer. We shift the vector of technology from efficient looting to efficient circulation.
I want to believe that logic, but the transition period, it's terrifying. You're asking the current winners of the game to rewrite the rules that made them rich. It feels like we are staring at a total system collapse, whether we stay the course or try to change it.
The current path leads to a definite runtime error, biological collapse. The alternative is a difficult update. We do not need a moral revolution. We only need a change in accounting variables. Transitioning from looting to circulating is not an ideology. It is the only rational investment for biological survival.